What's up, all you beautiful people? Now, the Shaman Whiteboard Series will continue. Like I said, make sure to stay hydrated in warm weathers and drink the still waters and appreciate yourself with Orion's belt. Now, this video today is about realms, reality, rooms, consciousness, and alchemy. Now, first, I just let you have a look on this whiteboard here to get all the information as an image that I was drawing here for you. Now, we start first with the human being, with the human body, booty. We as human beings or species are the transmittitive or transmuting force of fire. We are ourselves the alchemists. That means we transmute all four elements or all three elements into the mist, into the breath, into spirituality, into becoming a mystic. How we do that? Very easy. We just ingest stuff into our face, into our body, and then we burn that. Now, what the alchemists have done in the past was they were projecting their internal state into the lab outside of them. But what is basically happening is you're the lab yourself. That means everything that you ingest into yourself is burned because you are the fire. You are the fire maker, the fire keeper. Because we have thumbs. Now, when you have a lighter, you, compared to all other species, do this. Alright? You are the fire. Because we have thumbs. Most species do not have thumbs. We have them, so we can make the fire. But this is just an invention. The fire is burning inside of us. That's the clue. Now, it's about, if you want to create your reality, under an inner and understanding how this all works. It's very easy because it's only about density and buoyancy in this realm we are living. Now, then we can connect that to the human being, which is the fire maker. So everything that we ingest into our portals, into ourselves, through our senses, makes our body even more dense or more buoyant. Now, these densities and buoyancies are connected to the three elements of earth, water, and air. That means the more solid something is, or the more liquid, or the more gassy, it has an immediately effect on your consciousness, on the reality or the room where you are as a species, as a being. So it's really not about what you are or what you have around you. It's more about what you have ingested, because that reflects outside of you. That's the mirroring process. That's what we have here as seeing, what I said in another video, how to see. That's the reflection process. When you start to understand everything around you, it's just an image of self. It's just yourself. That means you should become more aware of what you have inside of you, because you will burn that into your reality, because that's dictating the room where you're in. Now, this is called alchemy or inner alchemy. This process is connected to the Hermetic laws and Hermeticism, which is a 1,000 years old practice, and you can look that up yourself. Hermeticism is becoming more and more mainstream, but it's about basically just creating your universe through the language that you speak out. Now, what has soul to do with that? Now, we have different forms. We have also the tetraeder, we have the octaeder, we have the icosaeder, which is also connected to the other elements, but this one is more about the cube. We start with the cube, the cubing of consciousness. The cubing of consciousness is connected to the block of ages, which is connected to the salts. The salts belong to the earth, and the earth is solid, it's soil. Now, if you ingest salt, if you ingest soil into your fire, into your body, you become earthy, you become more grounded. That can be a good thing for times, but if you want to have a more conscious state, it will block your waters, it will block your air. That means you become more dense, and as you become more dense, you narrow your view. So you can't be as open because all tubes are full and stuck with salts. It is blocked. You block yourself. What happens when you block? You age. That's blockages. That's basically disease. There's nothing else than blockages. You have tubes around your body. If you want to become healthy, make sure these tubes are free. These tubes are able to flow. That your tubes are full with water or even air or gas. That means you don't age. I don't age because I do Shivambu. I'm an immortal cell. So are you. So is everybody. But you just have to remind yourself that you are the fire. You will burn everything that you have that you will ingest. But if you get not enough water, if you don't stay hydrated, if you do not breathe, and if you're full with salts and heavy metals, you will age and you will have disease. You will have pain because you're blocked. All right? That's very easy. But you can get rid of that just via ingesting more liquids, breathe more. All right? Do Shivambu, get out in the sun. Put urine on your whole body, soak in the light. Very easy. Now, the transmittitive force, the transmuting, all right? Trans. Now everybody's speaking about transgenders or different genders. Now I am heterosexual, homosexual, whatever, lesbian, gay, LGBTQY, whatever. I don't care. You can label yourself whatever you would like to be. But keep in mind, you have both energies, male and female. I was talking about that in the last Shaman Whiteboard Series. That means you can choose what you want to be. Hey, you're just a human being, so is everybody else. And if you want to label yourself a specific thing, do that. But keep in mind, you're basically an Ouroboros. You're connected to all things. It's about your experience over here. So, the transmuting force, or the force, it's connected to the four elements, all right? So, the earth, the water, the air, and the fire, which is me, or you. Now, if you fuse that all together, you have the angels of mind, the elements, all right? The angles of mind. Now, you put your angle of mind, you put an L into the word that you speak, because you put your angel of mind at the L into the word, so you create your world. This is what the universes are. All right? You speak your universes. Keep in mind, it all comes from mind. So that means you should become very aware of what you think, because then if you start to speak that out, it will become your reality. That's very powerful. That's why it's called language. It's magical. It's spells. Use your spells wisely. Don't use black magic is basically just materialism. You can use black magic. Everybody's using black magic all the time, but it's not conscious about it. But what I would mean with black magic is using magic against something. Don't do that, because it will come back to you. If you want to use magic, which is just imagination, use it for the good of others. Use it for the good of humanity. Empower others. Empower yourself. And it will come back to you and it will empower you. That's the law of attraction. So you are also source. That means your source is undestroyable. If you start to do Shivambu, if you start to understand what that is, that's free energy. If you know that Shivambu is free energy, if you know that you're a free energy device, you cannot be destroyed. And that's very empowering for everybody. That's why I'm sharing it with you for free. 4. Alright? So we are the alchemists and we can create our universes. That's very empowering. Now, the transmittitive or transmuting force is fusing all, because all is mind, like Hermeticism says, fusing all elements to get there. Good, together, to get there, to get where? We get into the higher realms, into the spirit realms, into the ether, where we all coming from. Aether, the mist, the spirit, or the breath. The aether, the ether, the mist, the spirit, or the breath. We all are breathing. That means through the things that we ingest, which are either more buoyant or more dense, we boil them down because we are the fire keepers. We create our breath, which is spirit. Now we breathe our spirit out. All right? That's spirituality. Everybody's a spirit. The question is, how conscious are you about that? And are you able to see between the lines? Now then, this is also connected, of course, like I said, what you ingest into your portals, mainly into your mouth, mainly what you stuff your face with, what you stuff your body with. Because the first things where you digest things are literally here. It's all, that's why some people have very swollen eyes, because they're too solid, they're too dense, they're full with salts, they're full with density. But we can get rid of that very easily. The fastest thing would be Shivambu. Then we can just ingest maybe more air or maybe more liquids. Or we can ingest, climb even more down the ladder, maybe fruits, fruit juices, or maybe just only fruits, or smoothies, or we ingest vegetation. All right? Now, diet is deity. Diet is deity. You are the deity. Everybody is a deity. Deity means you're God. You're a God creator, a Thor, an authority of mind. Everybody is that. Everybody is so freaking powerful to create their universe. You're basically only seeing the hocus pocus focus that you focus on. The hocus pocus focus. It's the only things that exist are the things that are exiting your body. That means when I'm focusing on something, that's right now my universe. That's right now my reality. Everything else is basically not existing. Of course, we can argue about, well, but it's still there. Yeah, it is, but I'm not focusing on it, so it's not important for me in this current situation. So keep in mind be aware of how and what you're looking at, because this is dictating your reality. Now, diet is deity. That means the more solid or the more dense the things are that you ingest, it will have an immediately effect on the room or the reality or the realm you're in, because it's interacting with your consciousness, because you will boil that down, what you ingest, in the inner alchemy process. It's the reason why it's called breatharian, liquidarian, fruitarian, vegetarian, pescatarian, and carnivore. The Aryans are the people from the higher realms. It has basically nothing to do with Nazis or Aryans. Aryans, Jans, are people who are spirit people, spiritual people, breath man, breath woman. People who are breathing a lot, people who are aware of their consciousness, people who are aware of their spirituality, of their mystical abilities. Because you, like I said, boil everything down and it comes out of your breath. The breath creates your spirit. Now you want to be more solid, you ingest more flesh. You want to be more liquid, you start to ingest more liquids. You want to become more Aryan, you breathe more. You speed up the process. You become lighter, not denser. You ingest more light, you ingest more sun, you ingest more Shivambu, you become lighter. You want to be more grounded? Start to ingest more vegetation because it's connected to the roots of Mother Earth. The roots on the tree, carrots, ginger, root vegetables. Fruits are higher in the tree. This is why they give you more of a heady information. Right? It's very easy. The blueprint is always in Mother Nature. The question is, can you see it? I'm not telling you that you should not ingest flesh. I'm not telling you to become a breatharian. I'm not telling you to become a liquidarian or to ingest more fruit. I'm not telling you to be a vegetarian, and I'm not telling you that you should ingest fish. I'm telling you that you should figure out for yourself how this all works. I'm giving you here an idea of the blueprint, what it is. I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about here is 100% true. This is how it works. But you can now choose on what kind of realm you want to be in. And this is, like I said, connected to your diet, because you are the deity and you choose what you want to burn down into your system. All right? So that's it. I hoped that you enjoyed this one, and make sure you let me know in the comments what you think about that. Make sure that you, if you have quests, let me know your quest. Ask me any questions. I'm here for everybody, for empowerment. I'm here to help out. Help and find in, to get out. And in these humble words, stay true to yourself. Make sure that you are staying hydrated and appreciate yourself with Shivambu, because this is your golden light elixir. And that's basically it. If you want to be with other people, surely make sure that you're not stinking like piss, but make sure that you do it for yourself and you drink Shivambu, and then you can take showers, you can take essential oils, you can take coconut oil on your skin, and you smell like a freaking king. That's it. And you have the freaking head and gnosis of a king, because you know how it all you know how it all works, because now you have the blueprint and you can choose. All right? Stay true to yourself. Peace, y'all. Self-love, appreciation.